touchdown.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
That time, a 9-play drive. And it ends with a Denver touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And this a very important drive leading in the fourth quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first down. In motion comes the tight end left. Jackson. This will go to Henry out wide. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up second down.
At the 31-yard line.
A short throw caught by Andrews. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
That's good for Baltimore. First down. First and 10.
Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Now it's Jackson. That's going deep for Bateman. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10.
First and goal, Baltimore.
Jackson, options out left. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Brings up second and goal at the 6-yard line.
Off the option, here's Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal, Jackson. They set up the screen for Henry. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down. And this one is right through. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. On the ground, it's Harvey to start the drive. And he's going to have the Broncos first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and a PAT for the lead. A handoff. Here's Harvey. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Second and goal.
Again, it's Harvey. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. R.J. Harvey with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Broncos are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the fourth. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
For the Broncos.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Now it's Jackson. Connecting with Andrews. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
Baltimore, first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Still on his feet. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So the Broncos now down by 7. Just over a minute 40 to play. They need a touchdown here to try to force overtime, but they've got the support of this playoff record crowd. 1st and 10. Here's 2nd and a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Nick's going to give to Harvey.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Back to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Back to throw. On the move past the 40. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout. He's back to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Another Broncos first down.
They'll look to throw. There's that man again. It's complete. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. He'll look to throw. And he's got it. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1.
A gain of 6. First and goal at the one.
They'll go. Here's Harvey. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down one. That extra point is not a gimme.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
That ties the game.
A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the touchdown and PAT mean we are tied here in the final minute of play. Both these teams fighting for their playoff lives. All tied, fourth quarter, as the kick is away here. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Zay Flowers and his offense about to begin their next drive. Not a bad day at the office there. Maybe he would like the catch number to go up a little bit, but I think most guys would say 2 catches, 2 touchdowns. That's okay.
I think if the catch number goes up, we start talking about the record books because at that pace, this type of efficiency, oh yeah, I think I'd throw it to him a little bit more often.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Here's second down. Jackson to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
And that play going absolutely nowhere. And now it's fourth down. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And here's Ryan Wright now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain night, and it's a good one. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there.
This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here first down.
The 26-yard line.
And they're able to spike it in time. And they are in range for a field goal that could win this football game. So it all rests now on the right leg of Will Lutz. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This to advance to the divisional round. And the kick is good. He got it. And it's official now. They're going to the playoffs. Well, 1 win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Denver.